would make 10 times longer by me trying to put these away. Hey everybody, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tag. I have my book here so that I can look at the things. So the tag is the Creature Feature book tag, and it was originally created by Tara over at the Three Bookshelves, and she tagged me in it, so thank you so much, Tara. I love watching her videos. Please go subscribe to her. It's all about the crazy Halloween-y creatures, so let's get into it. So question 1 is Ghost, a book that haunted you long after you put it down. And for that, I have to go with Turtles All the Way Down by John Green, mostly because it is just such a good representation of OCD and anxiety, and I feel like there's so many things that this book did right, and even though the plot was like very minimal and not the best, the representation of the mental illness was so amazing. And you can see I tagged it up quite a bit because I like fell in love with this book, and I think about it quite a lot, and it's become a lot of people's favorite books, and yeah, it just continue, like I think about it all the time. Question 2 is Witch, a book that put you under a spell. Okay, I promise I didn't plan this, but I'm gonna go with An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. So, got both the Green brothers in, we're good. But this put me under a spell just because, like, I read it so quickly. Like, I finished it in 2 days. It is just such a fast-paced and really good book and really insightful book, and I need to reread it and tab this one up because it was just so amazing. If you don't know what this is about a woman named April May, and one day when she's walking home from work, she finds this huge statue, and she calls her friend and they make a silly YouTube video of it, and then it ends up going viral, and like lots of things happen because of it. And it's just such a good introspective look at fame and social media and how those things connect in our world today, and it's just so amazing. I loved it so much. Number 3 is Skeleton, a book you picked up only knowing the bare bones about it. And my answer for that one is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, mostly because nobody on BookTube talks about what this is actually about other than it's really amazing. But honestly, that's the way to go into this. All you really need to know is this is a fantasy book about a boy named Laszlo Strange who wants to find this lost city of Weep. And that's all you need to know about this book. It's just so phenomenal. I loved it so much. But like, that's all I knew about it going in, and that's all you need to know. Also, Laszlo is a librarian, so that's cool. But that's all you need to know about this. And it's just so amazing, and I love this book a lot. Number 4 is Werewolf, a book that turned out to be entirely different than what you expected. And I'm going to take this question a little bit differently. My answer is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaah Tahir. The reason that I'm saying this is different is I didn't expect how much this book would change my life and how much I would fall in love with it. I picked it up for a project for my library class in senior year of high school, and I just picked it because I thought it sounded interesting, like it sounded like a good fantasy, but it like took over my life for a little bit, and I just dove so deep into the world of Ember and like made all my friends read it. I didn't make all my friends, but I made a lot of my friends read it, and I just didn't expect it to be that book for me. It was just a book that I picked for a project that I had to do for school, but it completely changed me. It completely changed my life, and I did not expect that whatsoever. Number 5 is Zombie, a character you wish you could bring back to life. I have 2 for this one. So, I mean, a lot of people die in this book, but there's a certain character who is a girl who destroyed me, as it destroys the main character as well, but I'm not going to say who, because spoilers. And the other one, I only have the first Harry Potter book with me, but the pet that dies in book 7. Why was that needed? Was not necessary. So, both of these books, the 7th book, Harry Potter, and then Mockingjay. So much death. Why? Why would you do that to us? Number 6 is Vampire, a book that left you emotionally drained. And my answer for this is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, because, wow, that book makes you sob. It is a very well written book, and I really, really enjoyed it, but it just, especially the ending, like, just leaves you dead. And if you ever read the book, make sure you have tissues close by because you'll need them. Or another answer for this could be A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. Again, very impactful, very sad, but very well written and very good book. Alright, 7, Mummy, a series with a perfect wrap-up. And I decided to go with The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. There was one thing that did happen in the end, that there was one character that died that I was very worried about. But we have confirmation later on that he survived, which is good, I think. Maybe there is confirmation in that book. I don't remember. But I feel like it was just such a good wrap-up to the Percy Jackson world, and it, like, took everything and it just made it all come together in such a good way. And I feel like it was just such a good conclusion, but yet left enough open that his other books, like the Magnus Chase and the Apollo books, like both of those can kind of connect into Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus. But I feel like, yeah, the Heroes of Olympus is just such a good ending, and it just is an amazing series as well. Number 8 is Alien, a book you loved from a genre you typically never read. And I have to go with To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I don't read a lot of contemporary, especially contemporary romance. It's just not really my thing. I love reading like more fantasy type books, and so I read it right a little bit before the movie on Netflix came out, and I fell in love with it, and I just loved the characters. And I was very worried though that Peter Kay was going to turn out to be like an awful person, but he didn't, so it was great. But I just fell in love with that series, and then the movie came out, and the movie is fantastic. If you haven't seen the Netflix movie yet, go watch it. It's amazing and just so adorable and so good. So yeah, To All the Boys definitely became one of my favorite contemporary series. Number 9 is Frankenstein, 2 or more fictional worlds you'd love to see combined. And for this I'm going to use 2 books that I have already used in answers previously, but I don't care. I'm going to go with Ember in the Ashes and Strange the Dreamer. I think it would be very, very interesting to see these worlds collide. And I can't say anything because spoilers, but Muse of Nightmares, the sequel to Strange the Dreamer, may or may not have something to do with An Ember in the Ashes. There is a little Easter egg in Muse of Nightmares. But yeah, I just think these worlds would be so interesting to see meshed together. Like, I would love to see how the Godspawn react to like the normal humans of Ember, but then also like there are more mythical and fantastical like elements of Ember, and so I'd love to see how, because like they view a lot of things to do with spirits as like bad, and so it would be interesting to see how they would respond to like the Godspawn and how Laszlo would interact with like Laia and Elias. Like, that would be so interesting. And also Fia Nero, who I kind of got to like in Muse of Nightmares. Like, it would just be so interesting to see these characters interact, and like their worlds could totally blend together, and it would just be so amazing. Plus, like, the writing styles of both of these authors are so good that it would just be such a magical and amazing and just beautiful book. And number 10 is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, a book that does multiple POVs right. And I could say Ember, because, I mean, it does. But I'm going to go, my answer for this is going to be All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. This is such a fantastic book. So it is a World War II historical fiction novel, and it focuses on 2 different characters. So one is a boy growing up in Germany, and he becomes a Nazi soldier, kind of against his will. He doesn't necessarily believe in it, but he does become a Nazi soldier, and a blind French girl, and their paths intersect, and it's just so amazing. I used that book for a project my senior year of high school for my English class, and I had never read it before, but I fell in love, and I really need to get my own copy of it because it is an amazing book. So that book, it definitely does the multiple POVs very well, and it's just so cool how they're there are little things in each POV, in each point of view that intersect with the other, and it's just so cool and so amazing and so well done. So that is it for the tag. Thank you again to Tara for tagging me. That was super cool to see. And I'm going to tag 3 people. So I'm going to tag Tom over at Tom Talks Books, which tags Charlotte from The Writer's Crown, and I'm going to tag Tati from Tati the Tiny Booktuber. I'd love to see you guys do this tag as well. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to follow me on social media, all my links are in the description as always. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!